On this episode, we're going to talk about your haters. Hi everybody, welcome to Wonder World Comics. I'm Dennis Barger, 45-year veteran of buying everything collectible, 35-year veteran of selling everything collectible, and 20-year veteran of owning a store. So after 35 years of dealing with the public, selling next to other dealers in flea markets, other comic book shops in the same town, I can tell you one thing. There's not a lot of your competition that is ever happy with what you do and how you sell it. After all these years, I've racked up a fairly large size rogues gallery of supervillains that hate me. You know, you could look at it as like, maybe you're the a-hole. But after a while, I had an interesting revelation. I heard the quote, "Judge a man by the enemies he keeps." And then I looked at all the people who hate and despise me. And just go Google it. There's plenty of people that have lots of things to say about Dennis Barger. And I started looking at these people and I said, why do they hate me? Well, a lot of them hate me because I'm standing up and rocking the boat most of the time. I'm never happy with the status quo. If you've ever seen the musical Guys and Dolls, one of my favorite scenes has always been, sit down, you're rocking the boat. It's important to rock the boat. There's situations that come up in every industry, no matter how stable the industry is, where you get into a rut of doing it the exact same way. And like we're seeing now with Diamond Comics, I have been standing up, shaking that boat for 20 years since I got into that business. And everything I've ever said, everything I've ever suggested is all applicable to the situation that this industry is in. And I have been told by so many people on every level for 20 years, Dennis, sit down, you're rocking the boat. When I started 20 years ago, I had a lot of the big retailers tell me, yeah, that's not the way we do things around here. Then I started getting people at Diamond Comics. Dennis, you need to calm down. We're fine just the way everything is. I once went to a trade organization called Comics Pro one time, 2010. And I'm standing up and I'm like, why are we doing this? Dennis, pipe down. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Did you just tell me to pipe down? I paid to be here. I paid money to be here. To be in this industry, I pay a lot of money. You don't get to tell me to pipe down. A year later, at a Diamond Retailers meeting, they had, I can't even remember the kid's name, but it was Michael Uslan, the producer of Batman. And his son was standing up in front of all the retailers at San Diego Comic-Con saying, hey guys, we're gonna do this digital comic thing and we're gonna allow all of you to be a part of it. And I said, hey, can you put it in writing right now that you'll never collect our customers' data or ever use it without compensating us after you do so? And I apparently offended the powers that be by telling the son of the guy who produces Batman, I will never participate in your little digital comic scheme unless you put it in writing that you will never attempt to collect our customers' data. And I had one of the most prestigious comic retailers in all of the industry, Atom, exclamation point, Freeman, come up to me at the end of that retailer's presentation and say, Dennis, do you know that you're the laughing stock of the comic book industry? And I thought about it for a second. And I was like, remember that Johnny Depp quote from Pirates of the Caribbean? You're the worst pirate I've ever heard of. Yeah, but you have heard of me. And nothing for nothing, that esteemed Eisner Award-winning retailer lost his comic book store, has gone to work for about 5 different publishers, all in the less than 1% category of Diamond Comics, and currently, I think, is unemployed. Called me the laughing stock of the comic book industry. I still have a comic book store. That's how you succeed. That's how you succeed. Don't let somebody tell you who you are. Become who you are and maintain who you are. I'm the exact same person that told the most prestigious comic book retailer, go F off. The son of the biggest producer of a comic book movie, I'm sorry, you don't impress me. Speak truth to power. As long as you can look yourself in that mirror at the end of the day, that's who you have to answer to. And a lot of these people don't have the integrity to be able to look themselves in the mirror and know that they're going in the right direction. So when I opened this new concept store, I had 2 of my best friends who own comic book stores and are actually pretty prestigious comic book shop owners. And they surprised me on the opening week. And they came in and they looked around and they were like a little confused. And one of the retailers said, "No new comics?" I'm like, "No." And then the other retailer looked around and goes, "Is this all the stuff that you can't sell on Amazon and eBay?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is a new concept store." They understood what I was doing. And then they gave me the greatest compliment that I think I've ever gotten. Only you could be crazy enough to attempt this business concept. The rest of the industry was captured by that diamond business model, that rat race, that treadmill. They were in that boat, not wanting anyone to rock it. And 3 years ago, I opened this store. I rocked the boat in a big way. But the industry and all those people sitting down in that boat, they were the ones that forced me to do this, because I did not want to be in that boat headed towards the iceberg that the industry is facing right now. I had to be rocking that boat to get on another trajectory. And I offered all of my friends the secret to do this for free, but they wanted to be on that boat headed towards the iceberg. Don't let your haters define you. Only allow yourself to define you. And then just prove the haters wrong. Somewhere out there, there's somebody holding their breath, waiting for you to fail. Make them suffocate. Thanks again, guys. I'm Dennis Barger. You're watching Wonder World Comics. I'll see you in another video.